how big is the gap between Alabama, Ohio State, Georgia, and the rest of college football?
I don't think the gap is very big. I think that you have teams at the top that are generally at the top. I think if you go back some years or forward some years, you're going to see those same 3 or 4 teams that are always at the top to begin a season just because it's the safest pick. As these coaches sit down and rank these teams, you're going to see that at the top. Alabama, having not won a national championship last season, losing to Georgia, you know they'll be focused, ready to come back. Ohio State's very talented, but I don't think the gap between those top 3 and everyone else is very wide.
Yeah, Joey, I agree. I just think last year when we were in this position, I thought more teams had an opportunity because of the lack of playing time at the quarterback positions when you looked at Alabama and Ohio State. Now, last year we saw what those two guys were capable of. So Georgia did their thing and ended up getting great play out of Bennett, and they ended up winning the title. But I thought more so last year that was the year to get these teams. And I do think there's a gap. I don't think it's as big as you said, but those are the 3 teams I could see in the playoff for sure.
Okay, so our friends over at Caesar Sportsbooks are also very high on Alabama, Ohio State, and Georgia. So much so that they're offering a prop bet featuring the 3 programs against the rest of the FBS on winning this year's national title. So Caesars gives them minus 380 odds that one of those 3 teams wins it all, compared to plus 290 that literally anybody else in college football wins. So Steve, I'm going to start with you here. Are you going to take the top 3, or are you going to take any other team in college football?
I'll borrow Joey's money and take the 380 to win 100, and I'll take those top 3 teams. I know he's got that cash. But, yeah, we talked about there is a gap. I just think the quarterback play and what those teams bring back on the defensive side, Georgia's a different animal. I know people are talking about they lost so much to the draft. I think they got plenty there. Ohio State, wide receiver play with C.J. Stroud. We know what they're capable, and Jimmy Knowles coming over to be the defensive coordinator will get them where they need to be. And Alabama, Will Anderson, probably the best player in college football. I would take those 3 versus the field.
Hey, Stanford Steve, I don't know that Daily Wager would say that that's a very good bet. What is that, minus 380 on the odds there?
Yeah.
I don't know that you get invited back by Felica and the boys if you come in and you're putting a lot of money down on that bet. Now, I feel very comfortable that one of those 3 teams are going to win it because I feel like Alabama and Ohio State, especially coming from different conferences, will definitely get into the playoffs. So at that point, you got a pretty good shot at one of those teams winning it. I don't know that I'm betting all of my money on these 3, but I feel pretty good on betting a little bit of money on one of these 3 teams to win it all.
Just a little bit. The All-State playoff predictor actually gives any other team just an 18% chance to win the national title, so you guys are on to.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.